Welcome to episode 11 of Keesh Goes to China. In this episode, I will be going to the beautiful country of the Philippines, more specifically to Boracay, one of the world's, or if the most beautiful beach in the world. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.
Good morning, everybody. So today is September the 28th, no, the 27th, and I am heading to Hong Kong today, and then tomorrow I will be heading to the Philippines, to Boracay. I'm really excited. This is my first real big break for a whole week. And so I will be showing you Boracay through my eyes. To get to Hong Kong today, I'm going to be taking the ferry that is near my school. And it should be about an hour and a half or so. So it's going to be my first time on the ferry. And it drops you directly into Hong Kong, so which is great. So stay tuned.
So Saturday morning, my coworkers and I, we headed over to the Nansha ferry, which is about a 3 to 4 minute drive from campus. And we took it to Hong Kong. The ride was about 2 hours and 30 minutes, almost 3 hours. And this is the Kowloon section of Hong Kong. The terminal leads into a mall and you're right dead smack in the middle of everything. So it was a great trip. I would definitely do it again. About 168 RMB. And so we got food and we walked around and then we saw these zombies from advertising The Walking Dead. I've never seen that show, but it was kind of weird to just see them just walking and just like in a trance. And by the way, they were giving out gummy worms.
Y'all don't know. Have a good day. You got a headache? Yeah, you look like you got one.
So after walking around Hong Kong, I met up finally with Shanika, my travel partner, and we checked into our hotel to get a very much needed rest on a soft bed, not like the box springs in my apartment. Woke up at the crack of dawn to get to the airport so that we can get ready for our flight. Now, I encourage everyone, if you don't have a passport, especially people of color, get one. Because the way people were looking at Shanika and I like we shouldn't be there or what are we doing here, Black women in Asia, I'm telling you, we got to change that. Get your passport and go. So now we board our 8:05 flight from Hong Kong to Manila. There goes my stamp. And we out. We get to Manila and what do we see? Krispy Kreme. Okay, so now we're on the plane and we are maybe about 15 minutes away from landing. And look at how beautiful the water is from just that point. Now, when you transfer from Manila to Boracay, the plane is much smaller because Boracay airport is really, really tiny. But we were so excited and little did we know that the trip was going to be really, really, this wasn't just the beginning of the adventure. We'd have to take a series of boats and so forth to get to Boracay actually. So now we're landing in Katiklan. And shortly you should see a video or a photograph, there it is, of the airport. Now, Boracay is divided up into 3 stations. Now, the little part with the A, that's Station 1, then Station 2, and Station 3. Station 3 is actually less crowded, where Station 1 is more touristy. I prefer to hang around the locals to get a real true experience. I don't like being around tourist people because they're always loud and extra. So we just got off the plane and now we are driving to the ferry boat. And as you can see, it looks just like any Caribbean island. It looks like Jamaica to me. And so you have the people moving around and it was cool. It was great. There were people selling things on the road. And I noticed that there were Filipinos of different shades and colors. So you had some who were of a lighter shade, some who looked kind of Indian, and then some who looked black. And when I got off the plane, nobody looked at us like we were strange, like they tend to do in China, due to lack of exposure. And I appreciated that. This would be the very first time that I would feel comfortable in Asia since my arrival. So now we're on the shuttle ferry taking us from Patiklan to Boracay. And that was a cool ride too. And we get off from our little boat to a bus that takes us to our hotel. And our hotel in Station 3, the Island Jewel Inn, is pretty much in a regular community. It's quiet and it is literally a stone throw from the beach. And so they're taking our luggage and they're bringing us to our residence for the time that we're going to be there. And it's chill. So we're checking in and we see Vanessa.
This is great. Oh my God, I love this place. But I'm in Boracay, just finished eating, and look at this place. It is. Say hi, Shanika girl. See, it's absolutely beautiful here. I gotta find a job in this place because this water is clear. It's hot. Oh, look at this place. I done died and went to heaven.
Now the whole time I was there, I just kept seeing all these dreads and all these rastas, reggae music playing, and I was like in heaven straight. Now here's Shanika, Azana, my co-worker, and myself. And for the whole entire week, we had a ball. This is an experience that you need to have. Here's Nelson. He does boat rides and things like that. So if you wanted to do something like that, that was the dude that you spoke to. The sunsets were amazing. Never have I experienced a level of beauty like this in my life. Come close, pretty close to Bermuda, but
Everywhere you go, reggae music, because Jamaica's always about. I'm in Boracay and they're playing reggae music. You see it?
there's a really great breakfast place called Sunnyside Up in Station 2, the border of Station 2 and Station 1. Great breakfast. So this guy is Chester, who is from Colorado, just like my coworker Azana. And they had a conversation on the beach the day before. And just randomly, Chester saw us and invited us to come on a beach private barbecue on Puka Island.
On the boat. Do y'all see this America? I quit my job. I quit.
I'm just playing about just quitting that job though. I need Sally Mae, I gotta pay you. So Joey and the pirates, the Red Pirates, they allowed us to come on this boat and we are heading to Puka Beach. And it was the most exhilarating thing that I have ever done in my life. It was peaceful, it was beautiful. The water, you could see the fish, and you would be afraid of thinking that the side of the boat where Joey is standing right on the left, that I'm like, is it going to be strong to hold all of us? But the boat was really, really, really strong. And it was great. I think sometimes we're afraid to live our lives because we're worried about what people think or our families think. And life passes us by and we live with regret. I do not regret this trip or coming to Asia at all. My advice to you is live your best life because you only get one. That's it. Do what makes you happy. Do what you feel is going to allow you to have joy and happiness inside of your life. I wish I could do this every single day. No, I'm not kidding. One of the greatest things that I've ever done. And then we finally get to Puka Beach and we're coming in to dock. And this was pretty cool. Can you see how blue that water is? It's crazy, man. And so we're coming in, and then the guys are prepping for the boat to dock on the beach. And just wait for it. Just wait for it. See how clear that water is? Ain't nothing like that in the Hudson River.
I'm gonna move to the Philippines. So what's on the menu today?
We got beef, chicken, and pork, and rice, salad,
Over there. Okay.
and we have a baby potato
Okay.
with garlic and butter.
Oh wow. He's a chef.
So here are the Red Pirates, and they're making salad and homemade salad dressing. These guys could cook. I can't even front. And the meal was great. Everything, all the fresh ingredients were grown in Joey's garden. So while they were cooking, we were just enjoying the creation that God had given us and just taking time to just make it soak all in. You know what I mean? The beautiful sky, the water. I honestly truly believe this is the way that God intended for us to live. I was not stressed out. I was calm. I was happy. And I'm so glad that I came to the Philippines. I was not aware that it was this beautiful, but just like the people from this area, wonderful. Here I am trying to pause off in the water. Shanika gotta put in that zoom lens, girl. This is Lorraine, Chester's girlfriend. She was really, really nice. And there is Azana, my Ethiopian brother, and Shanika. And here I am. And this is Lorraine and Shanika chilling and talking. Joey's motto, sail fast, live slow. Now, the whole time I was there, these little kids just kept following me everywhere I went. And these are the indigenous children to this island. Now, what they do in the nighttime, they end up begging, and I'll tell you more about that later.
You selling bracelets? How much is that?
100.
How much?
100.
100? You made it? Who else made it?
Shire.
What's my name?
Keisha.
And Keisha. What's my name? What's my name?
Ate Keisha.
Everybody? Oh,
Then Shanika and I are having dinner, and this big Taiwanese man is like some major person in Taiwan, and he just loved us to death. But the highlight of the night is when we met Aye, who is a singer and a reggae artist. So check him out.
yes.
My heart says follow through. If I know not, did I wait another life? But you ain't is really fine. Hide that. So don't treat me like a perfect on the street to mom and dad. So no, I do my do talk to me, see you take control. I wanna know where you're gonna go. And soon I do want you waiting there for your love.
So as Ia is singing every night, you just got some crazy people that just come out and just start dancing. Like this old dude right here. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But it was a very common thing to see very old men with very young Filipino girls, uh, like maybe 18, and the guy was like maybe about 60 or whatever. There's also lady boys, and they were with them too. So you better check before you look. This right here, like I just said on the recording, that's a guy. And when you see them, their features are they're beautiful. I can't even front. They look like women. So fellas, check. Make sure you check. But every night, it's him and another dude, girly boy, that is dancing to like they're doing the fire dancing. But the island comes alive in the night. This is definitely station 2. So you wouldn't necessarily see stuff like this in station 1. Not sorry, not station 1, station 3. You wouldn't see this in station 3. Station 3 is more kind of chill. So I didn't have a problem with walking down to station 2 just for a little excitement and then going back. But they put the fire all up in your face. I'm like, listen, I got oil sheen in my hair. I can't, move with that. No, I'm not to them to catch on fire. But yeah, it's amazing. And the way that he wasn't able to like burn his hair, I was like, wow. Here's a restaurant that's also where they're getting down and they're just dancing. So these guys would just dance, through different courses, and they would attract a lot of attention. But it was really cool. And then as you walk along the beach, everybody's pretty much selling the same things. But these guys, they were making bracelets and necklaces out of paper clips. So they were cool, and they told us about good discounts. So I bought a few. That's Mark. Mhm. All in all, we met some really great people. That's Ryan from Truly's Restaurant, which is where IA plays. Have my coconut uh, water. Met Adrian, who was on WeChat, and I didn't know we were in the same group, but I found him. I was like, "What? Another black person with dreads?" I don't know what's going on with Azana. He looked like he having a seizure. Ate at a restaurant, and all I saw was the Bronx. So on this particular day, we are heading. This is our last day, so we're trying to get last minute souvenirs. We wanted to get some homemade soaps from this place, and we found it. And that is my stalker, Toto. Oh my God, he made things very difficult. That's Vanessa from Island Jewel. She's great, and I forgot her name, but she's from Island Jewel as well. Stay there. It is a low. You're not gonna pay a lot, and it's safe and it's clean with security. I will stay there again. I paid $250 for 1 week. It includes breakfast, and It was a great experience. Um, this is the bus ride back to the ferry to take us back to the airport. Now, again, Jamaica looks just like this. It's a wonderful experience, and I got to bond and meet with real people. Um, I met this Muslim guy from Turkey who was selling rotis on the beach with his little daughter. Real people, real lives, real stories that will shape my views and my opinions and will shape my life. Ultimately, I will never go back to the United States the same as I've come. I'm sad because I don't want to go back to China. This is where you have to wait and you have to pay the port fees to take you. And so, oh, I don't know what's happening here. And so we're just waiting. And then they call everybody, and now here I am on the boat. That was scary as hell because the boat is moving up and down. My first time riding a motorcycle because I had to get cash on the ATM before heading to Manila. Now, there's going to be people that carry a bag. When they carry a bag, they're going to want tips. Carry your own bag, especially when you're leaving because you spend all your money because you don't want to bring that cash, that currency back home with you. So I ended up having to go all the way to the bank just to pay him for carrying my bags. Don't do it. Carry your own bags. Be insistent upon that. But the Filipino peso is really really cheap, so it's not like you're giving a lot. Here is Manila and the Mall of Asia. Really really great. Just take a look.
This is why I'm with the Philippines. And they're playing ganja flower.
Who knew that there would be a Jamaican restaurant in Manila, in the Philippines? I got a few patties to take back with me to China because I knew that the next time I'd probably find another patty in Asia would probably never. So it's always good to go someplace and see your culture celebrated. And I was so happy to see that the Filipino people love people of Jamaica just as I love the Filipinos. So now, anywhere I go in Asia, I'm always looking for the Filipino people first. Um, a wonderful trip that changed my life. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Keesh Goes to China or Keesh Goes to the Philippines. Book your ticket. You will not be sorry. Thanks for watching.